Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is a Hummel Tier 6 German SPG. It's located on the south spawn of Prokhorovka encounter and it's under the command of Talon 1958. Well, I can immediately identify the stock gun, and Talon actually said to me, yes, he likes the stock gun because he actually does get very accurate shots with it. And as this is an encounter battle, it's actually to his advantage to move closer to the cap, so he can lob shells over the top of these railway carriages into the enemy. Not only can he do that, but he can actually support the hill as well. Well, the first target he's looking for is any enemy tank that's near the midline. Our AMD's doing a quick scout, and then I think he'll target whoever he sees. Okay, well, he can shoot that E25. Just realised he got spotted, sixth sense went off, and he's dashing down towards the road. He's got 3 marks in his barrel, that guy. Ouch. Yes, that guy is obviously going to be a bit of a problem. Well, the enemy Arty just took out our AMD 178B, so I suppose he's congratulating himself right now. Job well done. Now, the stock gun on the Hummel is actually the top gun that's on the Gorilla. 15 centimeter, capable of doing 600, I think it is. It's 540, sorry. 540 alpha, penetrating 38mm of armor, and it's got a burst radius of 7 meters. Now, he's trying to work out where the enemy Arty is right now, and his teammates in the other Artys are trying to do the same. It's a case of, well, spot the pea under the shell, isn't it? The old shell shuffle. But what you should be doing is looking at it from above. I know I have a tendency to look at it in Battle Assistant. I should actually be doing it the other way. Okay, KV3's turned up at the midline. And, well, Talon's not going to pass up on that opportunity. That's 131 hit points, thank you very much. And like a good Arty player, he moves bushes to stop the enemy doing to him what he was trying to do to them. Now, on encounter battles, it's quite often you'll see Arty will go over the other side of the railway tracks into the other tree line. And a good way to spot that is if they knock down any trees to provide additional cover as they're moving up and down after firing. Now, there's no trees knocked down, but we just saw where one of the traces started. Yep. I think you're looking a bit further back than you need to, but he's firing around in, and no, it was a bit off. He's going to do the old move backwards and forwards trick, which I use as well. Same thing. All you have to do is just relocate from one bush to another, and you just keeps them guessing. But I think he knows the general vicinity of where that last shell came from, and so he's going to have another go. It's also a quicker reload for the stock gun. Oh, now we just saw him again. He is up near the railway carriages. He's on the slope. No, wrong side. If you can hear thunder at this end, it's because there is a thunderstorm going on at the moment. So you might hear the occasional crash. Hopefully it won't affect the recording. Yes, there you go. You see again. He's on the slope right next door to that wagon. In fact, he's sitting right behind that wagon. And he's fired the round in, but it's gone to the left. And you can see the Arty is definitely to the right. He's on the slope, sitting behind the wagon, the wagon that's on fire. That Leo's now gone into the cap, and he's blocking our cap because we are capping at the moment. I think he's gone in specifically to try and find out where our guys are. Talon's got him fully dialed in. Rounds out. Direct hit for 532. That's a penetrating round. And the Leo's just taken another hit. He's a one-shot now. If Talon can get another round into him. Oh, and there's the kill. GW Panther got him. Now, you see that wagon that's on fire? He's just behind that one. He's using it for cover. That's another thing, again, that Arty players should always look for. Is there anything naturally that acts as cover that their enemy... Oh, that hit the wreck. Is there anything that's natural cover that you can see that your enemy might be using to try and conceal their position, because that's another trick that some people use. So if there is a vehicle that's been knocked over or something that's obstructing the field of view, that might be where to aim. He's leading the target got tracked. That's nice, because whoever tracked him's now picked up a load of damage assist. Now this is not good, because this is an SU-152 and he's moving towards, yes, towards Talon. And Talon's dialing in on him directly. He's just spotted a KV-2 as well. And his fellow teammates are also aiming at this guy. He hit him in the rear. He wasn't seen because he's below the ridgeline at the moment, so he can keep going. As long as that guy doesn't come over the next ridgeline, he's safe. Okay, go for it. And he gets killed the next split second by our SU-152, but he's gone. The enemy KV-2 and M6 are getting close. Oh, I think he got a double one there, but he was seen because he was just way too close. And yeah. Well, yes, there wasn't enough cover between him and the enemy there. But the enemy KV-2's gone. The GW Panther got in from the other side of the railway tracks. It just leaves the M6 and the SU-100 on the enemy team in the rear. And most of our guys are in the cap area. I think they seem to be ignoring the fact that this is an encounter battle. And if you're trying to take the enemy spawn area, you're going to be disappointed when you lose the game. Well, he killed the M44. And the GW Panther's doing a very brave thing, going over the edge. But he's going to die. Oh, and we're circulating around the field. In fact, the GW was taken out by the SU-100. KV-2 is sitting in the cap area looking back. The enemy Arty's been found, or at least one of them has, the M44. Still sitting in the cap area here, capping away. Only one tank in the cap, and it's this KV-2. The rest have decided to, it's no cap kill all. They've decided they're going to go for it. IS-2's doing exactly the same as one of our players did earlier. Shooting at the enemy side on just presents them a much bigger target to shoot at. The SU-100's decided that he has to get to the cap area and get a reset. And these guys would be much better off being in the cap right now than sitting up here trying to shoot or see something which it cannot see. Well, our KV-3 is going to block the SU-100 from going to the cap. And I think the SU-100's bitten off more than he can chew now. He's going to have to come around that rock to get at the KV-3. Enemy Arty's trying to get him. There's a Crusader over there trying to hit him. But if he does come back from around the corner, the IS-2 and the Black Prince are going to get him as well. There's the SU-100. Say goodnight. And now it's just the Crusader who's coming in, doing his best to get a reset. Not going to help you. And that is game. So he didn't survive this one, but he did get a victory. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, he got a Confederate out of that one. He got a first class tanker, a bruised medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 7, and he got a Confederate for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. And his win rate from that one was 1516. Not as high as he normally gets, but that's because Talon's normally alive at the end of the game after hitting the enemy so many times that he picks up a nice Unicum level game, or Super Unicum level game. If we look at team score, we can see that in actual fact he didn't get the highest damage in the game in this one. No, that actually went to the IS-2 sitting up on top of the hill. He got a Confederate as well for 2,306 hit points of damage. The next high scorer being the SU-100 on the enemy team. He got a Pescucci's on 1,826. And the next high score after that was the Equal 7 with 1,716 hit points. Talon managed to get 1,124, which is not bad considering he was kind of limited by being killed fairly early on in the game. Not fairly early on, it's towards the end of the, about the midpoint of the game. But it was because there was nobody ready to block the enemy coming down the west side of the map because everyone had gone to the cap because it was an encounter game. You don't defend the spawn areas or the where the cap normally is. You defend the cap where it is, and that's the village. When it came to kills, it was actually shared between the Eagle 7, the Black Prince, the KV3, and the SU-100 on the enemy team. They all got 3 kills each, 2 kills to the GW Panther, the Sturmil, and the Crusader SP. I'm afraid Talon didn't get any kills at all, but he did get that Confederate, so that's worth it. When it came to base XP, he managed to get the highest because he was actually spotting for his team. 918 base for Talon, 808 for the IS-2, 784 for the Eagle 7. He fired 9 rounds, got 5 direct hits, 1 penetration, 5 splash. Damage of 1,124 hit points, of which 806 were at more than 300 meters. He received 1 hit. It was a penetration AR. I'm afraid that was very terminal, that one. And enemy vehicle spotted 1. 6 enemy vehicles damaged, no kills, and 750 hit points of damage assistance, and 1,828 hit points of stun assist of 6 stuns. In fact, if Talon had actually killed an enemy tank, he wouldn't have got his Confederate, so I think he's rather pleased that he didn't get a kill and actually ended up with a medal. On a premium account, he earned 59,061 credits from the game, and after repair and ammunition resupply, took away 52,544 credits. He received 26 bonds, that's a good one, and 1,377 XP, 5,508 for completing the mission and events, and took away 6,885 experience points altogether. Well, it's not often you actually get to spot in an Arty. We've had 2 games this evening where both What Arty Noobs players have been spotting in Arty. It is unusual, it's very unusual indeed, but it was very funny actually in both cases that they both ended up with medals. But for different reasons. So well done, Talon. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, please. And thanks for watching.